What's going on, guys? Welcome to week 68 of my journey to scratch. It's been a long time since I've said that. I'm really excited to be back. But yeah, what I want to do in this video, one is just kind of quickly catch you guys up on what happened in my personal life, what has been going on in the last 3 months. Then I want to talk about golf. There are some changes that need to be made, and I want to talk about both of those. And lastly, I filmed a practice session a couple days ago. That's sort of the first practice session that I've had in like a month. So I do want to go over how the swing is looking, how the swing is feeling, and sort of just use that to figure out what we're going to be focusing on the next couple of weeks. Really quickly, I don't know if you guys have been following along. I got married earlier in the month, and with that came a bachelor party a few weeks before. Had family come into town early. Obviously, me and my wife moved into a house together, and then we went on our honeymoon. So it's just been a bit chaotic, and a lot of stuff has been going on. Obviously, all really, really good things, but yeah, life has just been kind of crazy lately. Haven't had much free time to film videos. Haven't had much free time to play much golf. And when I do play golf, I guess let's transition into that. It hasn't been very good, and obviously, a part of that is I'm not practicing, and I can't expect myself to play nearly as well as I did when I was practicing, 2, 3 times a week. But with that, I think some really important things have sort of transpired that I want to change. So I feel like I've been falling out of love with golf, and this is the first time this has happened in probably 3 or 4 years. And it's a bit scary because I love this game, but for certain reasons, I've just really I just don't I haven't been enjoying it as much. It's been bringing me a lot of anxiety, quite honestly, a lot of anger on the golf course, which is very unlike me, but I think I know what I got to do to change it. And a part of that is just I feel like I've been playing golf swing for the last 6 months instead of just having a swing thought, having two swing thoughts and just letting it go and just playing and seeing where the ball goes and hit the ball and go hit it again and try to score as best as possible. I feel like I've just been in my head about having this like perfect golf swing all the time. And it's just impossible to play good golf like that. That's going to be a big focus is just playing more golf and just two, just enjoying myself out there regardless of the outcome. Another thing is I feel like I've been seeing my golf coach just way too often. It hasn't been giving me enough time to really sit down and practice the things that we've been working on. My goal is to take a lesson with Zach. So we're last week in May right now. My plan is not to take another lesson with Zach until July. So the plan is to kind of work on my game for a little bit. I'll be showcasing all of this for the next 3, 4 weeks of what I'm doing to really improve. We'll see how much we can change, and then we'll take it out to Zach and see how how he sees things, what I'm struggling with, and see what we can do to get better. Now, for what I want to finish off the video with is I went and practiced a couple days ago. It was the first practice session that I've had in like a month probably. There was a lot of rust, but honestly a good bit of good as well. I do want to kind of show where I'm at right now. These are probably the two better swings that I saw from the session. So one I think was with a 9-iron or a pitching wedge, and then the other one was with a driver. Honestly, my backswing looks exactly how I like it. I know it's a little bit on the inside. Some people don't like that. Zach has never told me anything about that, so I think that's totally fine there. The drop looks really good, so I'm transitioning that weight forward right there. What I'm not liking too much, so the forearm looks okay. Maybe it's a little bit steep. You can kind of see, I think ideally we want that shaft a little bit more to my forearm, kind of like that. Nothing too crazy. I'm still coming in from the inside, but the biggest thing is that you don't see my left knee until right there. So right before impact is when you see my left knee. So we want to have, kind of when we're more like kind of like right there, we should be straightening out that left leg a little bit more. So that's kind of, I'm losing a lot of power. I'm not utilizing my lower body all that much, which, like, to be fair, this was a pretty good shot. So you see I hold it off, and I think maybe the hold off didn't, I wasn't trying to be like super powerful with it, but it was a good shot, just a little, I think it was like 5 yards pushed or something like that. Yeah, pretty good swing. Pretty good. But quite honestly, if we look at, I like the top of the swing right there. I like the transition right there. We just gotta explode those hips right there. Really explode the hips while keeping, so like having that upper lower body separation. So right there is where I want to keep my chest and shoulders look fine right here, but that I should be rotating a lot more with my hips. So that's the iron swing. I think it was a 9-iron or maybe a pitching wedge. Not really sure. Now let's look at the driver swing. So if we look back, again, very similar, a little bit under, not too bad. Full turn there, hips are fully turned, really, really turned. As you can see there, my shoulders fully turned, which is good. Good drop. Shaft looks pretty good with the forearm there, so that looks nice. And then I lose my path a little bit, somewhere right here. And then right there, kind of same thing, I should be seeing more of my leg. I know it's a little bit different angle, but should be seeing a little bit more of a straighter leg there. It takes too long for you to see my left knee. So this position with my lower body right here, we should be seeing a few frames back. Yeah, pretty high hands. And then this one produced a nice little draw. Let's see. Yeah, nice little draw. But yeah, just kind of losing a lot of power. It's a lot of lower body work, but honestly, no practice for a couple months being at this spot, not too bad. I like the transition. See how my body transitions right there? I just gotta explode right here, and I'm just kind of keeping steady. So the next few weeks, the plan is to really work on the lower body a little bit more, really that lower upper body separation, straightening out that left leg. Another thing that I want to be working on outside of the swing is really just chipping. My chipping has been really, really bad. And I feel like that's probably the first thing that goes whenever you're not practicing a lot. So not super worried about that. I have a pretty good practice routine that I do with chipping that usually gets me back to where I typically am relatively quickly. So not super worried about that. But guys, that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy having me back. You should be expecting videos every single Friday from here on out. Super excited to be back. Super excited to start playing golf again. Super excited to start falling in love with golf again. Kind of honestly, after looking at these videos, it makes me pretty excited because I feel like I'm not terribly far off. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you're playing some good golf out there. Take care.